What's up, ladies and gents? We are getting started on the 240 again today, and this is going to be my favorite tool. So let's get smashing. So apparently all you have to do is just kind of massage it like 8 inches deep, and I don't even think I need this hose actually, but you just have to massage it in about 1 inch all the way around, and especially like 8 inches, you know, about 8 inches back. So it's going to get loud. Alright, hands are tired. I'm going to grab the bell housing. I know about where the motor sits, so I'm going to grab the bell housing and see how it all works together. It looks like it's going to hit more on this upper section here, which is also the spot that's hardest to move. Alright then, let's see if it'll clear this time. Looks like just a little more on the sides. I think vertically I'm good, just on the sides there. Do an LS swap. That's what they said. So now I'm going to work on getting that lower harness out. I've got to cut open this part. Well, I can't even see my hand. This part over here where the power distribution for the battery relocation comes out. So I got to cut that open and try and pull all the rest of it out. So lower harness is out, with the exception of this ground that I need to pull off. So I've got my coil packs and harness and all that fun stuff, but I need to find bolts. So I'm gonna figure out if I have anything that is that size, try and find the right thread. Hot dang, ladies and gentlemen, I get to use some fancy stuff. So I've got these bolts right here. They're actually dress up bolts, they're titanium. I've got a bunch of them everywhere, so I'm gonna use those for my coil pack brackets, which will be cool. Look good. So at the moment I actually have 1 purple and 3 gold, but that'll work until I find the other one. So I've run into an issue. My fitting for my fuel is actually hitting the top of the coil pack bracket, so guess it is time for some new fuel rails. So that'll fix that issue. I won't have to buy new coil pack brackets, and it won't make that fuel line so freaking long it can go all the way around the back of the motor. So that's that. Pop that off and get the other ones on. So we've run into a little bit of an issue. The plug wires that I got are about 2 inches too short. So I've already contacted the seller, and hopefully they'll send me out some new ones. I guess another thing that I'm going to do is go ahead and get this clutch off. Yeah. Kind of working in a tight space here, but I really just don't feel like moving the daggone thing. So I believe this clutch is still in good condition. So I really don't need to change it, but my buddy was selling a Monster V2 clutch out of his car that was barely used, so I picked that up actually before I even bought this motor. He heard that I was doing this swap and you know, offered it to me with, you know, clutch, flywheel, everything for pretty cheap. But I figured I will keep this one for, oh, what's up, kitty? Figured I'd keep this one as a backup in case, you know, I blow a clutch, which can happen in drifting. So just keep a hold of it, and I'll have a spare. So we know that we have a really good backup clutch, so that's rad. I'm glad we have that. Now let's get this flywheel off. Might not be able to do it with the without having something to stop the flywheel. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait until I have somebody that can hold the front of the motor. That's just not gonna happen. So I know what bolt sizes I need to get for the bell housing to block. I know what oil pan bolts I need to get. Other than that, the only things I need are a thermostat and a water neck and power steering pump, which I've got coming on the way. Fuel rails, because here, I'll show you now that you can see, because that is just not going to work. So definitely need some fuel rails. All right, headed to the parts store. My buddy Josh works at the O'Reilly's, so I'm gonna go hit him up and see if I can't get some stuff I need. Yeah.
I was going to say, we can price match. I would just have to confirm it with them.
Guys, I know this video is a little weird because it's been like over 3 different days, and I'm literally using like every spare minute that I can to get things done with this swap. So this morning before work, I've just been kind of messing around with it. I swapped the coil pack bracket around to see if I could get these spark plug wires to work. But yeah, that's not going to happen. So another thing I did is put the thermostat and water neck on. And I need to get some power steering bolts because I do have my power steering pump and reservoir. So that was like the last missing piece of like front accessories. So once I have that, can get everything put together front engine accessories wise, as long as I can figure out these plug wires, we should be good to go. Another thing that I'm going to do is change out the slave cylinder on the trans. Let me see if I can get in here. So I didn't really notice it because I wasn't really paying much attention. But after I got these fittings on, I noticed that my throttle bearing is non-existent, and it was also just falling apart. All of the guides inside of it were just destroyed. So that's no bueno. So I picked up another one of those. Gonna go ahead and get those lines swapped over and put it back on right. Boom. Ready to go. Line swapped over. New bearing. And I picked up the bolts for the bell housing and all that stuff. So all I need to do is get the trans mounted up. Get this clutch on. I need a hand getting this flywheel off because I really don't want to use my impact on it. Obviously that's a bad idea. So get this flywheel off, get the new clutch and flywheel on, and get some power steering bolts, figure out the coil pack and plug wires, and should be good. We're getting close, people. Hopefully, well, it's supposed to rain Sunday. That's my next day off, and I don't think I really want to put a motor in raining. Yeah, I'm just ready to drive this thing, like so ready to drive this thing. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Sorry this video was a little weird, but that's just what my time allows. So I'll see you guys soon.